I've got the draft budget from the Chancellor here.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Ah!
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at television stars who can't stand one another.
We were in it together. We laughed our socks off about it.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
How clean is your house?
This lady, she ain't no cleaner.
It can't be that bad, surely, can it?
Yes, 28 years worth.
28? Oh my God.
Kim and Aggie were the queens of clean on television in the noughties, but Kim Woodburn is an infamously difficult person to get along with. It's hard to find any TV stars she's not feuding with at this point, and still seems to have beef with Colleen Nolan.
One sweep in the corner.
Oh my God, oh no!
But her longtime co-star, Aggie Mackenzie, also fell out with her back in 2007, still years before the show ended, while they were doing a panto together. Aggie said that they never spoke off camera during the final years of the show, and the hatchet seems to remain unburied to this day.
Who does he think he is?
Well, Kim, I think we've got to rise to the bait, haven't
See
we?
all the muck in that kitchen. Oh, did you see it? Can't complete it. Come on.
You'd be tense if you were cleaning some of those awful houses, though.
I can't believe somebody watches that television. Just right filth there.
This morning,
Now, we can't start today's show without paying tribute to the man who spent the last 2 decades sitting on the This Morning sofa, Philip Schofield.
rumours of backstage rifts have abounded at This Morning for years, most of them centring around Philip Schofield. Schofield's been gone since 2023, and most of the new or remaining cast are suitably inoffensive, but it's still believed that Schofield was behind feuds with multiple former co-stars. Chief among them are Amanda Holden and Fern Britton, but there were also stories about Holly Willoughby circulating for months.
Right, deep breath. Firstly, are you okay? I hope so.
When Schofield's scandal broke, Holden was seen to post cryptic emojis, and Willoughby ended up denouncing him live on This Morning as a liar.
You, me, and all of us at This Morning gave our love and support to someone who was not telling the truth.
Eamon Holmes, meanwhile, who also hates Schofield, has talked extensively about this over on GB News. Gavin and Stacey.
I don't know. All I'm saying is there's some graffiti on a toilet brush in the men's cubicle at the Rose and Crown, which I reckon is aimed at me.
What's it say?
Smithy was here.
Today, James Corden and Matthew Horn deny that there was ever a feud or a falling out between them, and they certainly seem to have managed all right in Gavin and Stacey's 2019 and 2024 specials. After their sketch show and brief film career as a duo ended disastrously, Corden went to America, returning briefly to film a Life Stories episode with Piers Morgan.
And we asked him to take part in this programme.
Right.
And he chose not to.
I didn't know that.
But there's more to this story, as there's another Gavin and Stacey star Corden fell out with, Sheridan Smith, who played his on-screen sister, but was his girlfriend in real life.
This is Stacey.
Hiya.
All right, Stace, heard a lot about you.
Heard a lot about you too.
I'm Rudy. You can call me Smithy.
They split at least once during production, when Corden decided he'd rather pursue Lily Allen. When that didn't work out, they briefly got back together, and then split for good in 2009.
What was our agreement? Don't shrug in my face. The deal was that your friends can call you Smithy, but my mates, aka Gav, Budgie, Chinese, you know, the crew, they call you Rudy.
Sherlock.
You're the second person to say that to me today.
Who's the first?
Though it was a monster hit, it eventually became almost impossible to make more Sherlock, thanks to scheduling conflicts, after it made Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman megastars. Or is there actually another reason?
Afghanistan or Iraq?
Well, the scheduling probably is the main issue, but there were also rumours about a feud between the leads. Sources talked to the tabloids in 2017 and said that the two aren't friends and never speak outside the show.
Spot on, and I didn't expect we'd write about everything.
Harry's short for Harriet.
Freeman's also said he dislikes the massive fan base and doesn't enjoy making the show anymore, while Cumberbatch has said the opposite. Freeman didn't even attend Cumberbatch's wedding, though we've no idea if he was even invited in the first place.
Oh no, you...
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
I'm not great.
You died, you jumped off a roof.
No.
Loose women.
That is disgusting. Broken bed, nothing matches. How often do you change your sheets?
Since Loose Women thrives on finding points of conflict between its panel, its guests, and the public, it's not surprising that it's an environment that's lent itself to feuds over the years. But perhaps the biggest behind-the-scenes drama was the unceremonious departure of Katie Price in 2018. It was hardly an amicable split, with Price in 2023 railing against the show, raging at them for interviewing Junior Andre and asking him only questions about his dad, rather than questions about her.
Change your sheets. That is disgusting.
The same time.
When?
Come on, how
When?
often do you change your sheets?
She's told fans she'll never appear on Loose Women again, saying that working on it was akin to performing like a seal, in her words. Linda Robson, however, has called Price out for constantly misbehaving and being unprofessional.
So I have to lie. What did I say? Emperor? You said empire. Oh, it don't matter. It's like an empire.
Doctor Who. While the most notable Doctor Who beef is, of course, Eccleston's falling out with Russell T Davies over his decision to quit after one series, if we take a jaunt further back in time, we'll find an even more fraught situation.
Quick, inside. What's the matter?
I'm not coming with you.
Inside, that's an order!
No more orders, Doctor.
Romana, too, remains one of the most popular companions of all time, and Lala Ward's on-screen chemistry with Tom Baker was undeniable. So undeniable that they got married. They split 16 months later, but in some of Ward's later episodes, it seems like they could barely stand each other.
Got to be my own Romana.
And we need a Time Lord.
Goodbye, Doctor.
No, wait.
Romana ends up leaving the Doctor to stay in E-Space, and Ward exited the show. She's since said that there's no bad blood between her and Baker today, however.
I'll miss you! You were the noblest Romana of them all!
Phoenix Nights.
Now, I'm getting the word... nonce.
There doesn't seem to have been any animosity during the production of Phoenix Nights, but there certainly has been afterwards. Though Phoenix Nights was written collaboratively with Peter Kay, Neil Fitzmaurice and Dave Spikey, only Kay ever got the credit, including at one point getting nominated for a writing award and finding out that it was actually just Kay.
I've sorted all this out, right? Just relax, or you're twisting me melon, man. Everyone knows what they're doing, everything's going to be alright.
They fell out, and no third series of the cult classic was ever made, with the writers feuding for the better part of a decade. Reports are that they've reconciled now, but will we ever get more Phoenix Nights? Perhaps not.
Jerry the Berry, Fruity Penny Chews.
Please, God, tell me that's not a condom machine.
Was a condom machine, now it does penny chews 10 pence a piece.
Game of Thrones.
Has he done this before?
Jamie would have killed him. My brother's worth 1,000 of your friend.
For years, it's been rumoured that Lena Headey and Jerome Flynn can't stand each other, and that they refused to appear in scenes together during the production of Game of Thrones, and that was why it didn't often happen.
Jamie and I are more than brother and sister. We shared a womb. Came into this world together, we belong together.
This all began because of things written by The Sun, with stories emerging about the pair having a secret relationship and an unpleasant breakup. Jerome Flynn, however, ended up saying that none of it was true in 2024, and that the internet was just making things up out of boredom. But the rumours persist, and many fans do buy into them, so could it really be true?
You don't fight with honour.
No.
Little Britain.
Tell me when.
Fine.
Williams and Lucas have made up now, but for a while, their creative partnership was on the rocks, and then firmly on a slab. They were inseparable, taking Little Britain from the radio to our screens, and then teaming up for Come Fly With Me in 2010. They constantly rowed during filming, particularly about Williams not being clean-shaven during sketches where they had to kiss.
What do you think of the moustache? Looks dishy, doesn't he?
I don't know, I'm not gay.
I think it looks great, and I think the voters will love it.
I don't think they will. I don't think they'll vote for you anymore.
They kept touring, but eventually things fell apart completely. And Williams has said that the reason there was no more Come Fly With Me was because Lucas specifically didn't want to make any more. They've reconciled, but still haven't produced another sketch show.
Want to fly to Toronto on the 14th?
Yes.
Computer says no.
EastEnders.
How'd you feel?
How do I feel? I'm bushed. It's been a hell of a day, innit? And I ain't very strong, am I?
One of EastEnders' most infamous villains was reviled both on and off screen. That was, of course, Leslie Grantham, who played Dirty Den. Den was a character we loved to hate, and Grantham's career never really moved beyond EastEnders, despite leaving it and trying to make his name in other projects throughout the 90s.
This, my sweet, is a letter from my solicitor telling you that your husband has filed a petition for divorce.
But his second stint ended unceremoniously in the noughties after a sexually explicit video of him was leaked. In the video, he attacked many of his co-stars, though he did apologise and donate some money to charity to prove his sincerity.
I know you've had your bonding session with Chrissy. Well, if you can get over it with her, why not me?
By the following year, though, Den had been killed off yet again, this time for good.
Happy Christmas, Anne.
Let us know which casts you think are secretly seething in the comments.
The big, grand, dramatic exit with the suitcase, and then somehow we're back together a few months later.
No, you have betrayed me once too often.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojoUK and subscribe for more great content.